So hey guys, welcome back. This is the Bella Izzy. For the clips that you've seen previously before this clip that you're seeing right now, it's for this topic that I think is very necessary as far as for me personally and for the people that I know of and for the people that I don't know of. But let's stick to why I put those clips in. Every different outfit that I have, a lot of people will have their opinions or comments on who they think that I am based off of those outfits. And what it goes into is, what am I asking for? And the first thing that comes in people's mind is, if I'm showing skin, I'm looking for attention. And everything is about attention. So at the end of the day, all three of those clips are still me. All three of those clips are still the same person who wakes up and go to sleep and go to work and take care of what I need to take care of. It doesn't matter what I wear. But that's just being aware of oneself as well as anyone who may know me. As I said, from a stranger's point of view, if I was to go out with, let's just say, the lounge wear with the stripes, people would really be like, oh man, she's looking for attention. She might be a thought, all of these things. And for me, I'd be like, no, I'm not looking for attention. No, it's fucking comfortable and I could wear whatever I want. But then it's going to be looked as me being defensive. Now, me personally, I love crop tops. So a lot of my clothes, if I'm not working, it's going to be crop tops. A lot of people feel like the midsection right there is sacred because of the sacral plexus, which is a chakra that is right there for your digestive system. Now, if I have a dress and the dress is fitting, but it's not extremely tight, oh, I can be casual and no one is going to think outside the top. If I come, it's pretty much of everyone's perception. But at the end of the day, it still boils down to, why is she doing that? She's doing it for attention. She's showing too much leg and all of this. So that's what this topic is going to be. I've created a new playlist on YouTube called Elevation, and during this playlist I'm speaking on all of the things that can bring us down or help us elevate, help us higher our frequency, help us become one with God as well as the universe. And so with this, what it's called is attention equals currency. Now, I did some questionnaires on Facebook about this. You know, a lot of people's like, oh, be careful what you ask for. But I'm like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about if, you know, how people's looking for attention or if attention is necessary. What I'm talking about as far as attention versus equals currency, meaning that the attention we ask for, we're going to get something in return. Whether it's from the wrong attention, whether it's from the good responses, whether it's from money. And, you know, when you have everything that's going on and everybody needs a second game plan, everybody needs to be entrepreneurs, in my opinion, and to find different ways to make money. And so I'm not knocking anyone who does any of these things. I'm not. Get your coin, baby girl, baby boy, do what you gotta do. I'm just stating from my point of view, as well as a lot of people that I speak to. Now, a lot of times with me, you know, like I said, with the outfits I wear, I don't feel like it's like excessive. Like, I feel like if I want to go with a sports bra and some freaking leggings or some workout pants because it's comfortable and maybe I've worked out or maybe it's just comfortable, I don't feel like it's necessary for me to think like, oh, should I wear this because I'm asking for attention? Regardless of if I'm going out with that on, I'm still going to get it. So that's when I just kind of cross that out. But what I'm saying is this. Before, it used to be disgraced upon if a female was to just act out of character, lash out, doing this ignorance, oh, I'm bipolar, oh, I got schizophrenia, I got all of these mental things, and they'll feel like it grasps guys because they're like, no, you're not like that. Hey, can we exchange numbers? But in reality, That was just a setup to what the hell is going on now. And so you have like OnlyFans, and you have like adult, content websites. And it's cool that you want to make money off of that. But what I'm saying is it's becoming to be something that's like bigger than, self-respect. And it's bigger than like being family orientated, and it's bigger than actually, for me, taking an easy route. I feel like it's the most easiest fucking thing you can do. For you to take off your clothes and dance and all of that stuff like that, and show the boobs and the butt and all this stuff, it's easy. And you can say, oh no, it's not, because you have to worry about this, you got to worry about your safety. I don't want to hear that, because all you got to do is take off your clothes. Now, once again, with attention, and this goes from your childhood, whether it's parental, family, platonic, romantic, you know what I'm saying? Wherever you may feel like you haven't gotten it, I feel like that's what you're asking for. Now, I'm not speaking on the people that actually are fulfilled with it and they just want to do these jobs. I'm not speaking on that. I'm speaking on the people that I've grown up with up north, and how like stress and everything that's going on with COVID has pushed them out of their means to do things and to lash out, because we're so secluded. Like, we're social beings. Like, it's an oxymoron when you say social distancing. You cannot be social and it just doesn't make any sense. And so because we're social beings, we want attention, and it's nothing wrong with that. This is why we have relationships. This is why we have animals. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong with wanting attention. I just feel like it's very crucial to oneself when you use it as a monetary form. Now, if you know how to play the game and you're like, okay, well, I can separate myself by doing these activities and get my money, and then I can still have myself in the back and not let it get tormented from whatever backlash I get from this situation. That is necessarily true. But since I am going to be biased, because it's my opinion, I feel like this. If you decide to take yourself, who hasn't healed from anything that you've grown from, anything that you have dealt with from your childhood, or just like trauma, because almost everybody has some type of trauma. And majority of the time is either because the parents didn't have enough money or the parents didn't give enough attention. And this leads to, including myself, being victim of the situation. And it's kind of like now, how I was an attention seeker 5 years ago, 6, 7, 8 decade years ago. You know what I'm saying? I would not have used that to get money, because I feel like internally the attention that I wanted, it was because I didn't feel like from my family or even from myself that I felt genuine love. So I would go, with the stigma, hey, getting into relationships and giving my all when I should have been focusing on a whole bunch of other shit that was more important. But at that time, attention was more important. And so it's always something in the root that comes with attention. And a lot of people do not realize that. They just throw out, oh, they just want attention, want attention, want attention. As well as females who do get attention, who get a lot of attention, and they know they may get it from their bodies, more so their bodies than their intellect. So this is why, I have to be cautious on how I present myself in front of the camera, because I have to remind my viewers that I'm not doing OnlyFans. This is not an OnlyFans. Don't ask me to send you pictures of my feet. Don't ask me to send you, X-rated pictures. This is not that, And if it was that, I would be kindly to do it. But it's not that. And so once again, I feel like because especially it's so much trauma, and we are secluding ourselves. I feel like this is why attention is becoming the new currency, because that's all we can give when we're in front of the camera. That's all we can give when, you know, we need other means to make money. And I just want people to realize that when everything gets better and everything, because it will, we don't know when, and I ain't gonna go there because it ain't gonna get political, but when it gets to the point where we get to go outside, you have to be careful of what you have done in this moment of time. You know, like I said, it's nothing bad. I just think it's a personal feeling that I feel like a lot of this is the moment where people get the courage, where they use whatever they have been through as far as like being neglected, and they go and they do this and they do these things, and I feel like a lot of times it gets wasted because there's a lot of people that I've known that is so talented in other means, but the way that they grasp fans and viewers, I feel like at the end of the day, further down the line, that it's going to bite them in the ass. And like I said, I'm not going to speak on any other community because I'm from the black community. I'm black. But as a woman and as a girl, and knowing now that I'm glad that I don't look for attention now, because I have no idea what kind of person I would be, and it wouldn't even be a person that I would genuinely like. I would feel like I'm using my own self for the attention, for money. And like I said, you get your coin however you want to freaking do it. I have no problem with people who do these things. It's just in my personal preference, I feel like a lot of talent is wasted, and it's so easy to get money, to beg for money by just grasping attention by what you feel your viewers want to see. We all know that everything is freaking sexualized, and that's the easiest freaking thing that you can do, is be a sexual being. But how about you be a spectacular intellectual being? That right there, and it may take time for people to grasp because they got their own views, and you may not even try to scratch out their views. But, you know, just to put something out there that people really want and people really need. People don't need to continuously see naked people, like touching them, and we're grown. Like, we're grown. We know this is going on. So I feel like, you know, if you want to use attention for it to be currency, please grasp the right attention. Please put out the right energy. And we need to stop the cycle. We need to stop the cycle of trauma. We need to stop the cycle of just trying to bed anything that we may feel like could be a little difficult because people might not like it. So, hey, I'm going to take off my clothes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the easiest thing you can do. Like, when you look at rappers and you look at artists and you look at the ones that's hot right now, you know what I'm saying? You see some artists that keep their clothes on. You hear their hits come in and out there, and if you feel it, you'll go search for them. But then you see people that's freaking naked and all that stuff, and they know that that's what sells. And we need to change that agenda and change that stigma, because you know what sells? Your mind. You know what helps grow that you don't need to sell? Your mind. You know what really needs to be shared? Your heart. And so, thank you again. I know this video is probably different than what people expected. Like I said, I wasn't going to go into details of attention not always good and attention not always bad. And I mean, that everybody knows that. But I just want to put my view on it. And if you watched it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Let's once again raise our frequency, raise our bells. This is the Bella Izzy, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.